Welcome back. This is still Kingsword Training Institute. We're going to talk about keeping the body in subjection and walking in the spirit. Please join me as we do this. Keeping the body in subjection. What does this mean? Let's open our Bibles to 1 Corinthians 9:27. 1 Corinthians 9:27. It says, "But I keep my body under and bring it into subjection, lest that by any means, when I have preached to others, I myself should be a castaway." What was Paul trying to say? Paul was trying to say that there are times he finds himself in challenging situations, in tough situations that might require that he compromises on some things. But what does it say? It says, in spite of how I feel, in spite of the things I do, I ensure that I put my body under. What this means, or what this tells me, is that there's a responsibility on the believer to ensure that you live an upright life. It places the responsibility on you to ensure that you live your life as the word has asked us to live. Every believer must realize the fact that the human body will not be redeemed completely until the rapture of the saints. So we've been using Chibundo as an example, and we talked about Chibundo's vices, the things he struggled with, the drugs, sex, prayerlessness, so many things that he had to deal with. Now, Chibundo is now born again. Chibundo is born again, yet he finds that from time to time he still feels like doing the things he used to do. So Chibundo used to smoke, he still feels like smoking. Chibundo used to steal, it feels like stealing. He still stole his dad's laptop a few days ago and sold it on Instagram. So how does Chibundo begin to live the new life that Christ has called him to live? Your body will naturally desire things that are ungodly if left unattended to. 1 John 2:16 refers to this as the lust of the flesh. And what does that mean? Lust means an uncontrollable appetite. Meaning, I can't help it. I just love to eat. You eat. Or I love women. I love to sleep with women. And the person sleeps with women. Or you just love something, so that's lust. An uncontrollable appetite. This can be in the area of food, sex, sex outside marriage, anger, bursts of emotions, for example. We see that Apostle Paul understood this very well, and he was able to put his body under the control of his spirit. This is what it means to crucify the flesh or deny the flesh. What do I mean by that? There are times your body or you as a person will feel like doing some things. For example, I feel like today I'm just going to binge on TV, and you watch TV, and as you're watching that TV, the Spirit of God in you begins to tell you, Lola, why not go to the room to pray? And you're like, well, today I want to. As long as Lola continues to allow her flesh have its way, Lola is sowing into the flesh. And so it gets to a point where Lola is required, or the Holy Spirit nudges Lola to go and pray, but she's too weak to stand up because she has allowed her flesh so much. Or Chibundo, for example, loves women, always hanging around women, and he has told himself, no, I'm not going to have sex outside marriage again. I'm not going to have sex outside marriage again. But he continues to hang around women, continues to slide into their DMs, continues to do a lot of these things. Whether Chibundo knows it or not, he is still sowing into his flesh, and until he changes his ways or begins to do otherwise, something contrary to what is leading him to the women, Chibundo, though a Christian, though full of the Spirit, will continue to sow to his flesh.